Hey GTA, it's Yuri here with the Bekavac team, and welcome back to your channel. We're going to bring you straight up market updates, local insights, and the strategy to win every listing and change what's changing in the real estate landscape today. Today, we're going to break down the September 2025 Greater Toronto market stat, and I'll be honest with you, there's some updates that might just surprise you. Listen, we give you straight up answers, no sugarcoating, no fluff. We see prices are shifting, listings are piling up, but opportunity, is it still there if you know where to look? So let's jump right into this. All right, everyone, the sales activity in the Greater Toronto Area, as you can see, we have a big jump here from last year to this year. This year, at 2025, we have over 5,592,000 sales activity from last year, which was 5,155,000, which is a significant jump, about 8.5% increase in sales activity from year over year. All right, everyone, let's break these charts down too. Great numbers stand. So the average sales price, as we've seen year over year from 2025 to 2024 for September, we see a decrease here, a big number standing out, $63,000 decrease in price we have here to from last year, and that's definitely like almost a 5% decrease in price from year over year. The average, we'll go over a summary chart here over 2024 to 2025 sales. As we just mentioned, that's an 8.5% change in sales activity over year. And the reason why is we had more listings than we ever had from last year to this year. New listings that are on the market right now today is over 19,000 new listings in the market for 2025. That's a 4% increase in active listings from last year for 2024. We're just over a little 18,000 active listings and new listings, sorry. But the active listings, huge number, almost 30,000 active listings, which is carrying over from the month before. We're almost looking at pushing about 19% increase in active listings in the Greater Toronto Area. That's a huge number, and that just indicates it is a buyer's market. Every pocket is different in the Greater Toronto Area, but overall, it is a buyer's market. They have selections, a lot of new active listings, and 30,000 gives them a lot more selections to choose from. The average price we just went over, that's a 5%, almost hovering a 5% decrease in the average price, 63,000 that we mentioned from year over year. And average listings, we know it's roughly 22% increase. It's taken about 33 days an average listing to sell in today's Greater Toronto market. A significant increase too from last year. And the reason why is, as you can see, is 29,000 active listings today in the Greater Toronto Area. That's a significant number and something to take a look at if you're selling or buying. All right, everyone, I love to break down this graph here, this chart, give an indication from, Toronto is the hub, the 416 area, but I love to do the comparable from 416 to the 905 area and then see how, different types of homes and where they stand. So as you can see in the 416 area, they sold detached homes, about hovering 675 units have been sold. Compared to the 905 area, we're almost close to 2,000 units sold. The 416 average price for a detached home, we're hovering at $1,686,000. Compared to the 905 area, we're looking at $1,247,000. A significant different in numbers. We're looking at $400,000 difference in the 416 area compared to the 905 area. The semis themselves from the 416 area, about 214 units sold. Compared to 905, it's about 292,000 units sold. And then we're comparing, for a semi in the Toronto area, 416 area, you're looking at $1,181,000 for an average semi price. That's all clumped together in Toronto. And a 905 themselves too, well over, almost pushing $900,000, about $893,000 per semi in the 905 area from Burlington, Oakville, Mississauga area, and the Halton area. Townhomes themselves, 220 units have sold in the 416 area, and the 905 area, 700 units have sold. So townhomes are, average price is in the 416 area, you're looking at about $929,000. And in the 905 area, we're just hovering well over 800,000, so 837,000 on average home for a townhome in a 905 area. Condos themselves, big increase because it gets significant, a lot of units out there. So good if for buyers to get in there. A lot of negotiation room to buy condos because they're getting hit harder. About 940 units were sold. In the 905 area, we're almost pushing 500 units sold. The average price for a condo in the 416 area, you're looking at $681,000. And in the 905 area, we're looking at about $606,000 for a condo in the 905 area. So year over year changes for that detached homes on the for units sold. It's a 12.5% increase in the 416 area for detached homes, and a 905 area, you're looking at 8.6% increase from year over year. The average sale has decreased from almost a little 0.8% for the 416 area. The 905 in general has taken a big decrease, like a well over 7%, 7.2% decrease in the sales activity. Semis, big increase from last year to this year. A lot more activity, more semis on the market itself. We're looking at a 17.6% increase. In the 905 area, you're looking at a 6.6% increase. The average price has decreased. We're almost hovering a 9% decrease for semis, and we're looking at 6.61% decrease in the 905 area for the average price for a semi. Townhomes, huge increase, 39% increase in the 416 area, and we have a decrease in the 905 area, about 3.2% negative decrease in sales activity. Average prices have decreased in the 416 area, hovering at 5%, and the 905 area, we're looking at 5.4% decrease in this average sales price. Condos, as we mentioned, significant 7.4%. We said 940 units were sold from last year to this year. And 905, we see almost hovering a 7% increase in sales. The average price has decreased in the 416 areas for condos. We're looking at 3.8% decrease. And the 905 area, we're looking at 5.4% decrease in price in the 416 and the 905 area. So good numbers to take a look at. It really stands out. You can see a decrease. All right, we like to break down the top performing pockets from the 416 area to the 905 area, from the Halton, Burlington, Oakville, Peel. So we'll start out with the Hub 416 area for Toronto. The best performing pockets that we're seeing right now standing out is the Junction area, like west of Toronto. High demand for the first-time home buyers and investors. That's what's attracting people there. Leslieville, Riverside on the east side, and popular for younger people, for professional and upsizers too. That's what we're seeing moving in there. Hyde Park area, the Blue West Village area, detached home with family appeal. That's what's attracting people, and it's got great school zones and parks in that area. Topical's starting to stand out too. Also, the Kingsway area and Norseman and Sunnylee, strong for move-up buyers too, seeking for that extra space in the suburban feel. That's what we're seeing buyers move in that area. And they're outperforming all the other places in Toronto because it's got excellent TTC. Transportation is key, guy, the GO station. And it's got, strong schools is another thing families are looking for, and a great infrastructure for families. So, and there's a lot of less turnover in these areas. So when homes do come up, people do pop out and they want to get in there, right? So that's one reason why these areas are standing out. Our best performing pockets that we've seen in 905 for the Burlington area is Millcroft is number one standing out. And the reason why it's got the golf course, community appeal going through Millcroft, with a big demand, people like it. And detached homes, we're going to find a lot of them under 1.5 million, when they're attracting buyers quickly to that area to buy a detached home. And we're seeing a lot of people moving out of the Greater Toronto from Toronto to get some more affordability. That's where we're moving there. Great schools too, pride of ownership equals fewer price drops in that area. The Alton Village area, also a lot of high turnover for the new detached homes in town areas. I guess a lot of new homes are built there. People need to they were selling, and they're getting some great value from the buyers we're getting in this market. The homes are priced well over 1.3 million, so attracting a lot more buyers. The Roseland area, mature area, even south of Burlington, great area. Even the Aldershot area, definitely look into, and LaSalle. The reason why mature trees and the proximity to the lake is always a big demand for buyers. A lot of bungalows there people are looking into. Definitely looking up to get in that area. Great places to move into, and it's good for downsizers, even renovators that are looking to buy in the South Burlington area, all the shot to make the renovations into a home that they're looking for. This is why we're seeing a big demand of buyers go in these areas. And the reason why they're sticking out is strong school zone, traffic access, and community amenities is standing out in these pockets, and buyers are still attractive to these areas for that particular reason. And a lot of them are turnkey, so that's a lot of buyers are looking to get into that area, even in a slow market. This is why these neighbors hold great in this market today. One of the best performing areas in the Oakville area, with Glen Abbey definitely stands out. It's consistently high demand for families, top tier schools. That's what drives a lot of buyers to this area, and homes are well over 1.2 million on average in this area. Joshua Creek always holds its value because of the area, and the executive home market is Joshua Creek, and easy access to 403 and QW, so they're holding well in this market. And the Bronte area, waterfront style, keeps a high demand. We know that buyers want the waterfront. This is why, and we're starting to see custom builds happening in that area also, and the bungalows also a big demand for this neighborhood. All right, in the Mississauga, key pockets that we're seeing stand out is Lauren Park, Port Credit, definitely sticking out. High end for detached homes, they hold well in value. Top tier schools, right? Clarkson area 2 sticking out for us in the last pockets for September. East Credit, Mississauga, strong resale demand in that area, close to the Heartland Town Center, and great schools also. And then townhomes well over 1.4 million. We're seeing them start to sell a lot quicker in that area. Streetsville standing out, charming village, vibe close to the GO train. That's another reason why people move in there, and strong school and the community feel, right? Those are key areas that are standing out in the Mississauga area. All right, we like to give some tip talks to buyers and sellers, investors every month. So tips to buyers: focus on homes that have been sitting in the market well about 6 days plus. That's where you get better negotiation for that type of home. And yes, you can ask for a lot of conditions. We're seeing, with the standard home inspection and financing, and we're starting to see on the sale of some people's homes being added to these conditions to these sellers. Tips for sellers: listen, your biggest competition, it could be your price and also other listings. Stage your home, guys, in this market and market aggressively. Price it has to be attractive for buyers to get in. You're competing with other people. So, you don't want to repel these people off your price. Remember that. Don't overprice your home. Buyers are looking, man. They're looking at purchasing the area. So you just have to cast your eye. Our tips for investors: condos under $750K in these high rent zones like Etobicoke, North York, even in the Vaughan area, are worth a look at. Some of the units are, cash flow positive, and they're crashing. Prices are coming down. So look for those little things in your investors. You definitely get in there in the condo market. All right, what's next? What are we expecting heading into October in the Q4 here? As we move into October, the final quarter of 2025, here's what we're watching very closely. Will the Bank of Canada hold or finally, reduce the rates again? That move could instantly shake up the buyers' confidence if they bring it down. They'll bring more buyers back in the market, I'm assuming. And that's what we think. And will sellers start, pulling listings as we approach the holidays off the market? Less inventory could tip the balance again if they start pulling houses off the market, especially motivating buyers to getting back into the market. Will buyers also re-enter the market if affordability improves just slightly with, prices coming down, interest rates coming down? We've already seen the signs of buyers come back in the market with the last rate cut. And especially they're buying a lot of townhomes, and condos are coming back into the market. Whatever folds, guys, we'll be right here to break it down for you, because market like this, you got to have strategy and knowledge, and you got to be on top of everything. So we'll keep you informed as this transpires. All right, everyone. So the bottom line is the September 2025 market's out, and it's a buyer's market, but it may not be forever. We just don't know it. Smart buyers are finding some real deals in the market. We're seeing that, and smart sellers are starting to adjust their strategy and the price. Smart investors are running the numbers. We know that, and they're looking for the great investment in a lot of the condo market. If you're wondering what's the best move for you, let's talk. Book a call here with the team, strategy call, or DM us here or drop a question in the comments below. We'd love to visit our clients in the Burlington, Oakville, Mississauga area, also in the Toronto area, to meet up with them face to face and provide them a strategy of what we do and how we can help them out. Hey, if you found this video very valuable, hit the button. If you're new here to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you never miss any Greater Toronto Market update or any real estate update tips that we give out here. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and wait to see our next video that comes out.
Everything we touch turns to soul.